In order to make a meaningful reply to the world in respect to global controversies about Persian civilization, what sort of relationship could the Iranian Muslim scholars develop with the Zoroastrian in regard to the Zoroastrian religion and rituals, one which could allow a qualitative change to take place?
The only way for us to make progress is through these very same Muslim Iranians who would be willing to participate in unbiased research to discover the historical truth about Iran. Unfortunately, at present, many Iranians do not know about Zoroastrianism. This is because they are fed a bunch of lies through textbooks, from primary school level until university. They therefore lack interest in learning about their pre-Islamic history. The cumulative effect of such hearsay is that Zoroastrians are forced to live the legacy of their defeat 1,400 years ago. Their misfortune is seen as their own fault, but the reality of the Zoroastrian society at that time is almost irrelevant. Instead, we should recognize the natural rise and fall of political systems. Until the day that Muslim Iranian scholars know their own history, I do not think that a handful of Zoroastrian Iranians with our tiny voice can ask and beg for the recognition that we too are human and have our own philosophy and past. Iranian Muslims must understand about their past in order to determine their own future.
الان پور داوود یکی از اشخاصی هست که میشه نام برد چطور دانشمندان ما رو اون زنده کرد و جلو انداخت. الان دیگران هم هستن.
What sort of help has been given to the Zoroastrians of Iran during the last century, within Iran or from the outside of Iran?
همینطور که
As one of the Muslim scholars who rejuvenated our scholarly livelihood in respect to Iranian studies, the late Pur Dawood began reviewing Iranian studies 70 years ago that helped Iran a lot. During the Pahlavi dynasty, we no longer had to pay non-Muslim taxes, DA. The Pahlavi dynasty left us alone and put an end to the pressures that we experienced during the Qajar dynasty and prior to it. During that era, the Zoroastrians migrated from the countryside to take up jobs in the cities. They were even allowed to come to Tehran and work in the civil service. They attained positions as high as general in the army. In regards to human rights, which are widely discussed globally, Zoroastrian rights are undeniably limited. For example, upon marriage with a Muslim, the Zoroastrian spouse automatically converts to Islam, not vice versa, and their children would officially be Muslim. The combination of burning of Zoroastrian libraries 1,400 years ago and excessive taxing from Muslims caused most of the Zoroastrians to convert to Islam. These are pressures which I believe decrease the rights of minorities. Now we should assess the rights of the Zoroastrians 20 years after the revolution. Are we more satisfied, less satisfied, and so on? Of course, no one is ever totally satisfied. According to the Constitution of the Islamic Republic, any religious minority is a step behind with regards to rights as an Iranian citizen. By definition of the current constitutional law, only Muslims can fully appreciate their rights as a citizen. A Zoroastrian or Christian cannot head a governmental office or hold a ministerial position. That is acceptable, since their ideologies and outlooks are different. Conflicts arise automatically. As an individual from a religious minority clashes with the governmental body. We are not complaining. It is a system, and we are living within it.
جزء قانون این مملکته. یک زرتشتی یا یک مسیحی نمیتونه
Presently, a lot of our youth want to leave. It can be argued that many Muslim youth also want to leave the country. But we are so few that our population in Iran could diminish until we no longer exist here.
مذهبی که در این شرایط اسلامه. اینجا شکایت ما نمی‌کنیم برای اینکه خب سیستم بریم زندگی می‌کنیم. الان خیلی از جوونا دارن میرن.
1,000 years ago, the Zoroastrians emigrated to India. 100 years ago, a number returned to Iran. They replenished and assisted the Zoroastrian community here in the construction of schools and hospitals. We should not make an atmosphere that encourages the youth to leave Iran.
Professor Hossein Vahidi, please tell us about the last chapter of the Gathas in the Avesta, which is considered as the Zoroastrian holy book.
European experts on the Avesta have mistranslated an essence of the Hati 29 verse, which talks of the spirit of the world. The contended phrase Ashurta had been interpreted by early Orientalists as meaning the spirit of the cow. For example, Gu urba hesmet beya geresta, which means the spirit of the world complaining, and was incorrectly translated as the spirit of the cow is complaining. Furthermore, it has been interpreted that Ahura Mazda, the Zoroastrian lord and creator, was asked to come and save the cow from the tyranny of the shepherd. So such a great book has become a book of cow tales. Unfortunately, these misinterpretations continue to surface. For example, Will Durant claims in his volumes History of Civilizations that Iran didn't have a role in the cultures of the world. They didn't have poetry, and with the death of their musicians, poetry ended in Iran. During the time of the early Orientalists, European writings about us were regarded as established and well-examined documents. But now, we Iranians should employ our methodology in order to re-examine the Westerners' analysis of our history, so that we ourselves can speak accurately and with confidence about our own history.